can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come loose, the bad energy. You went with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I want to circulate the units in the unity.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Hurts. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They'll try it now with Swift. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Buying time to his left. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Elijah Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Seahawks nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Seahawks had 8-5 to start play. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Seahawks nothing.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up.
Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On first down, Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Geno out to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Seahawks 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Back to the air. Smith on second down. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's Smith.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
Gain of 28 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. Dancing to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Taking it about the 1.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Hurts.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
On the option to give to Swift here. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Open man is Higgins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It certainly looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Swift.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now it's Smith. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Smith. as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They snap it to Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Second down, here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on third down? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to break our fourth quarter tie. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. The tackle by Terrell Edmonds.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now Geno. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Once again, it's Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. In motion right is Watkins. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seahawks 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Smith. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Here's Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Smith.
Out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith to throw.
He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Smith's going to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
Here's 2nd down.
13 next.
Now it's Smith. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Smith. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So it's a victory here.